right. Chelsea, what's up, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Wow, they really did it. The Phillies really fucked around and signed Trey Turner. Oh my god. Cannot believe it.
Trey Turner.
And
you gotta think, bro, like we went to the World Series this year. That's a great pickup.
That's massive.
That's a great pickup. And I'm not even like, that's a lie. I love baseball. I wouldn't consider myself a baseball bull, but I do coach, little league baseball.
That's right.
So I think I have a good sense of what's going on, but that's definitely a good pickup.
Yeah, it says here, Trey Turner reportedly agrees to 11-year, $300 million deal with the Phillies.
Well, damn.
Joins Bryce Harper for long haul.
Well, those two good people to kind of build your franchise around.
Yeah, I think that's incredible.
That's a great start to build your franchise.
Full no trade clause. Oh my god.
Can't trade me. That's like in the NBA that would be considered like a supermax deal. Like pretty much the highest we could pay you, the most years, damn near guaranteed money. You can't trade me.
11 years is crazy.
That's a long
$300 million, man. They're going to be so good. They better be.
They better be with him.
It's starting to get
Harper's on a long-time deal too.
Yeah, it's starting to get to the point where if they are not good, it's going to be a disappointment. Or last year it was like a fun oh shit.
Last year it was a fun ride with the
I hope they make
Phillies.
the World Series, or I hope they make the playoffs. And then it was like, what?
We had this conversation because we had a business venture kind of dependent on that.
Yeah,
it still folded.
Yep.
So F them. But
yeah, but it's still cool.
It's still cool. But it's just like, hope they make the playoffs. Yeah. Oh shoot, they got through the first round and we found ourselves in the World Series. Obviously, I wanted us to win as a Phillies fan. I didn't think we were gonna win, but it was just even all that excitement in the city, all that love in the city, having Phillies games being like the thing to go to and the thing that everybody's excited about.
It was so fun. Everyone wearing the Phillies gear
and the Eagles came out blasting as well.
Yep.
And so it's a good time to be a Philly sports fan for sure.
Definitely is.
Even though I'm a Cowboys fan.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That's so shocking to me every time.
It's really like it's a family thing. I'm like, I'm a Cowboys fan. Everybody asks, how you like the Cowboys, boy? How you like the Cowgirls? I'm like, chill.
2022.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, don't mess with our pronouns, man. It's the Cowboys, the Cowmen. You feel me?
The Cowmen. That sounds like worse than Cowboys.
That sounds worse.
Cowmen makes it
that sounds like you want some other shit.
Like an anti.
Yeah. It's crazy. So, like, my grandfather was always a diehard Cowboys fan, and it was just like a family thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we Cowboys fans. He made that very clear. So I kind of just, even after he passed, I kind of stuck with that. I'm not one of those. Yeah, I'm not one of those Cowboys fans who like, I hate the Eagles. Nah, like I like the Eagles too. If they win the Super Bowl, that's awesome. Like I'm from this city. I want all positivity for the town, but I like the Cowboys.
I still can't believe that. Still...
Despite all the BS that Jerry Jones is on right now, I don't know. So he got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You hear about that?
No. What's he?
Yo.
Isn't he like a billionaire guy?
Jerry Jones is the owner of the Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah.
Multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
He calls their stadium, which is called AT&T Stadium, he calls it Jerry's World.
Oh, that's
so it's that kind of vibe. But he just got some bad press. Apparently, he was in some kind of KKK type group as a teen or something like that. Crazy, bro.
Oh, so just something, just something like...
Yeah.
Something minor.
Just like, damn. And you know
how we all do little stints in the KKK.
I know, like we all do this little time. I'm like, bro,
look,
damn.
I was trying to find myself.
It's crazy, dog.
Going to KKK meetings because Chelsea. All right, well, since the elephant in the room has made herself known, we are on location today.
Yeah, we're in a different location.
We're in a different location, and we have a pupper with us. And I think that it might be time to close the blinds so she's not freaking out.
Yeah, she's teeing off.
The kids. She's coming home from school. Leave her alone. So yeah, that happened. Oh, here it is. Resurfaced photo. Look, if they go away, if you can't see them anymore, they're gone, right?
They just trying to get home from the bus, man.
I did see this resurfaced photo shoot. Can you please stop? All right, there we go. I did see this resurfaced
She fuck with you at this point.
Now it's all staying in because she's like, now you have comedic timing.
You're in my space. You gonna tell me to be quiet?
All right,
I'll
pet you. What if I keep petting you now? Will you stop? Resurfaced photo shows Cowboys owner Jerry Jones with students trying to keep Arkansas school segregated.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good for anyone.
Yeah, it's just a bad drawing. It's a bad drawing for sure. So,
so you said you're a fan of this team and the organization and all that they represent. You said
absolutely.
That's what you were saying.
Man. Listen.
No, the team I don't care about. It's the politics of the owner that I really like.
Fuck no, bro.
One's ever.
I'm not. It's really hard to root for a football team if you're gonna be in the politics side, because I'm sure all the owners have some stuff like he's not the only one.
Yeah, well, there's like 30 of them, and they're all super rich.
There's 30 of them. They're super old and super rich white billionaires.
Yeah.
So
what?
Yeah.
Who are we gonna like in this group? No, I know
exactly.
I'm teasing. No, that is crazy that you're a Cowboys fan, though, because actually...
Oh, yeah, I want to watch that movie right there. Blue Chips.
Blue Chips?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Let's throw it on. All right, so Plex is making another appearance in the podcast. We have my Plex up on the TV in the location. We are in the safe house right now because I am on the hideout from
the law.
I get the law, yeah. I shouldn't say because then I'm not really doing a good job on the hideout.
I know. But
if I broadcast why I'm hiding
Listen,
out.
we at the undisclosed location, man.
We at the safe house watching Blue Chips.
That's it, bro. So what do we have? What do we have on the agenda, the itinerary for today? What are some topics we need to hit?
All right, so I got a couple. Oh, that's what I was missing. My phone. I got a couple topics that I want to talk about.
All right.
First of all, it is Monday, December 12th. I just want to say to everyone...
Oh, happy Monday.
Good morning. Happy Monday. This is episode 4 of Hometown Heroes. Welcome to Hometown Heroes. I guess welcome to the
gangster, most hardest podcast in the podcast world. Say no, man. Welcome.
That's right. No, the first thing I want to talk about is just the safe house in general and how much I'm digging the vibe of working in a different environment for a week.
Nah, it was really awesome. Even for our recording session today and our writing session, it was dope, bro. Just to be in a new environment, different vibes, and it's definitely kind of energizing. So it's super dope. Definitely want to plan a long recording trip.
It really does make me want to do this, and just set up a studio,
or just buy a house and that's just be the studio house.
Ideally,
bro.
I'd love that. Yeah,
just go crazy with it.
Yeah, the setting up the studio in the living room where, if I lived here, I probably wouldn't want it to be all the time.
Right.
But having it and knowing it's temporary and just totally just leaning into doing as much music as I can and walking by the desk and doing something real quick, something real quick. There's nothing else I'm really here to do except take care of the old pup. The pup was sent by the agency to really take care of me.
Like a support animal type job.
Yeah, but a physical support. You should see the teeth. She actually has a tactical vest that I put on at night so that if there's any intruders, the dog is able to take care of it with
I think she might lick the intruder to death.
Yeah, sandpaper tongue also included by the by the agency. They put a cat tongue in the dog. But yeah, no,
damn.
It's so nice making music in the open space and just walking around and looking outside and but the studio is I'm used to being in the spaceship, which is a little more It's a different
more
vibe.
Dungeness.
I'm just more used to that vibe. It's not like a bad vibe inherently. It's just that I kind of only have that. So now when I have a more open sunlight,
you don't know what to do with yourself at this point. At this point in time,
dude, it feels like I'm just making a lot more stuff. That's what it feels like is going on. But
that's awesome, man. Well, yeah, I definitely wanted to.
I'm glad we got to work here.
Yeah, just to be here and be in a different space and to enjoy. We had some great lunch. That was good.
How about that?
That was good. We had the mean, like, kind of chicken tender salad. It had grapes, apples, some honey mustard. It was great. Mm-hmm. And I definitely just downed the whole. I was planning like to eat half.
Yep.
Eat half later at home. No.
The whole time I poured dressing on like a little bit of it and then ate it, and then I was like, all right, a little bit more, and then and then by the end I was like, I'm just eating this entire salad because shout out Bernie's.
Yeah, shout out Bernie's, man. Oh, we can't tell them because that's near the location. We gotta be. We gotta be on the list.
We'll bleep that out. No free advertising either.
I know, right? Yeah, listen, so they cut the check, they get no respect.
That's right. But no, that was good, and we were good too. We got salads. I mean, it's the salad with chicken tenders, but it's still salad.
That's better than a chicken parm hoagie, which you would have normally got, for sure.
Feel nice and light.
Definitely feel light.
This is a good day because not only are we on a different location, but like we started with writing, which we're now realizing is like a great way to start our sessions.
I don't want to say warm up because that kind of
it implies that it's like not like
it implies that it's not the real
important aspect or
right, but it's awesome, man. Definitely wrote custom awesome records. And yeah, one thing that, speaking of records, one thing that I wanted to definitely touch on today is just like, I wanted to ask you, what do you feel about the Spotify Wrapped whole situation? Because I feel like I've gotten some feedback from certain artists that like, you shouldn't really say, like, if you're with a label or with a certain kind of situation, your numbers are not really comparable to somebody who's independent. It's not really a representation of like how good you are.
Yeah,
it's all situations.
Absolutely.
What do you think about this time of the year with the Spotify Wrapped coming out? Everybody posting their numbers. How do you feel about it?
That's a great question because we do like to look at numbers as being data.
Yeah,
and as data as being like not manipulative. Like we like to look at data as just being like natural. Like, how do I want to say this? Like it just is what it is. We like to look at data like it just is what it is. There's no way to like manipulate it or whatever. And like it that's like could not be further from the truth. So now we look at the end. We're at the end of the year and we start seeing this person had this many streams, this person had this many monthly listeners, whatever it is.
Right.
And if you do want to get granular and really break down like, okay, well, what is a monthly listener? Then you can really look into this and be like...
And you can really dive deep and see what's going on.
Well, of course this person is going to have this many monthly listeners because even though they put out one album every whatever many years, every single song, like a Bruno Mars probably has more monthly listeners than someone who's more active now. Right. But he has songs that are just on playlists that are played all the time. So like there's always like weddings.
Right.
So like if you're on if you write a song that's like involved in like wedding rotation, then you're always going to have listeners.
Right.
If you make music that's like great for coffee shops and coffee shops pick up on it and you end up on like radio stations or playlists like that, then you'll end up with more like monthly listeners. Like I love when people look at like young people will look at old bands and be like, oh, the Beatles have this many monthly listeners. That number could not mean less.
Exactly.
It really, like, if you want a gauge of any kind of thing, like, it's like, all right, well, people are listening on vinyl and people are blah, blah, and they download their stuff. Right. The number that, really, it's just like,
it doesn't do it justice. You feel what I'm saying? Even somebody who, like, I think we mentioned this before, like, somebody like Michael Jackson, who's had, like, 50 million monthly listeners since Spotify started.
Yeah.
And he probably always will.
Yeah.
You know? So it's definitely one of those things, like, I don't know how I feel about it because I've kind of did like a very in-depth evaluation of just like people posting their numbers. And I saw one rapper, I'm not going to say his name, but he mentioned like instead of posting y'all Spotify numbers, post y'all payouts. How much did y'all get off these?
Yeah.
Because it really doesn't matter. Y'all might have got 1 billion streams, but you were only paid, if anything, you only paid for 100 million of them. You feel what I'm saying?
So I didn't even touch on every stream is not equal depending on who, let alone like how many writers or whatever. But say you got a ton of streams, but you had to give up 80% or
exactly. So what does it really mean? What does it really mean? It depends on your situation. Like I would hate to have 100 million streams and be
looking for
and be looking for money. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know what that would calculate to. It just depends on the situation. I don't know, man. So like, he made a good point, and like you said, you might have 1 billion streams, but you got X amount of writers. You working with super big producers where their share is way higher than yours.
Yep.
You might be with a label. Your split might be ludicrous. You feel what I'm saying? So you never really know what's going on. So what does the number really mean? What does it really mean?
Yeah, so the Spotify Wrapped for artists. So I think my main thought on this is that in the music industry, it's so hard to tell where you are because there are no real metrics. There's no like promotion that you get and you say, all right, now you're like this level artist. All right. Now you're this like you just kind of have to make it up as you go, and you can be, under or over where you quote unquote should be and have no idea or not, you know what I mean? Like put in all this work and be way better at it and make less money than someone who's better at marketing themselves, because that's an aspect of it too. Right. So like when it comes to the Spotify Wrapped thing, it stinks because I want to look at it as exciting data and as something that we can really look to and get excited about. But I also know that if you Google buy Spotify streams, you'll have like 2 trillion results on different websites to buy streams. So, or buy playlist placements, or buy, like you could, there's such a spectrum of buying a play versus buying attention from people.
Right.
If we put out the same song with a $0 promo budget versus a $50,000 promo budget.
Oh yeah, it's going crazy.
Our Spotify Wrapped. Wow, our Spotify Wrapped. Look at all the numbers we got. Thanks.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, I put $5,000 into this.
Yeah, like you put $5,000 into it, and just even
and that's nothing compared to like what we're talking about when you're talking about some major artists doing
compared to these millions of dollars in budget. So it's definitely interesting, man. It's so interesting, and it's just like I don't really know what those numbers mean. I rarely post mine. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think it's not because I think they're great, not because I think they're poor, just because like I think it's kind of a reminder for myself where I want to be next year. You feel what I'm saying? And it doesn't really, as long as I'm striving to get better, get more money, get more plays, get more interaction. Not only just like streams, but like, who's listening? Are they interacting? Are they buying merch? Are they listening to this podcast? Like, you feel what I'm saying? I can have, it's one of those situations like somebody like, and I hate to really, I don't want to beat up on her, but somebody like the singer, the artist Sweetie, she has 13 million followers and she sold 2K albums first week, like 2,000.
Yeah.
And obviously, on anybody's scale, that'll be a major flop, but it's just like, all right, clearly it's some kind of disconnect. They're not interacting. Maybe they just like you, not the music. So it's so many different things where it's just like, opposed to the music, I would just want somebody to be an overall follower of what we're doing. You feel me?
Definitely.
So it's just like, all right, you like the podcast, you love the merch, you love the music, you come to a show. You feel me? So that's probably more important to me. But to each his own. To each his own.
Well, it's like I said, it's always hard to gauge too. Like, that's the ideal, is that someone really fucks with us. You know what I mean? Like likes the music and likes that. Even if there's a song that they're like confused by at first, they're not interested in it at first, at least maybe we'll give it a chance because they're like, I know these guys are like, I trust their taste or whatever it is. Like, and I mean, that's definitely like the goal. And I'm also with you on like not posting the, I'm good either way. if you as an artist want to post your numbers and you're proud of them and you want to share them, I think there is also like people like to when they're a fan, they like to feel a part of it,
right?
Like a part of your journey. And then when you share that and you are proud of that, they do feel a sense of like, that's me, like Leo pointing at the TV, like they're like, that's me on the I'm one of the whatever thousand, like
exactly.
But then also like if you're an artist and you're like, you know, I don't really want to focus on that or XYZ, like I feel like it's good that they do it. It's cool that they. I guess with the artists, do they do a whole thing like they do with for the listener?
Yeah, it's like a whole presentation. It's a whole presentation. So it's like, okay, I believe it's like 10 to 12 slides in your email. It's a whole presentation, and it's like, cool. You got a lot of love in these countries, or you did this, or you do that. It's a whole, like, your fans really love you. They listen to you. They spent X amount of hours with you.
That kind of stuff. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to posting it. But even for me, I would like to do something. I would like to maybe wait after, a year 5 and show 5 of them in a row. All right, this was year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as long as it's growth and it's progression and things are happening, that's good enough for me. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I think that's a good way to do it. Like, I think this year, like, this was a fun year, but I don't feel like I was, with the songs that we put out that we were really like, all right, these are going to go crazy numbers. Yeah. We were like, let's find our sound, figure our stuff out, get our workflow down. We work way differently than we used to.
Exactly.
So at least personally, it feels like a development year, so to speak.
It's kind of, a development year. And obviously, you want everything you put out to be great. You want it to do well. You want it to do with numbers. But just like being honest, that's not really always our goal. A lot of our goal was built towards, getting placements and getting in commercials and getting on TV, which we did.
Yeah, that was the huge...
Those were goals we had coming into this year.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Just even the top of the year, we had goals like, we want to get placements. And now we sitting at, we got, 3.
Yep.
So it's just like, all right, that's progress.
Yeah.
That's progress.
That's the big, I guess we should do a little year-end wrap-up on the last episode of the year. We'll figure out when that is. Yeah,
definitely.
That's hopefully not this one.
I know, right? We got a couple more. I think we got 2 more left.
Yeah, we got a few more.
We got 2 more. And then we'll blast off again in January.
Well, I'm sorry. So you don't use Spotify as a listener, really, right?
Nah, just from the artist side of things.
Okay, so you use Apple Music?
Yes.
Did they do a Apple Music Wrapped?
I haven't gotten it yet.
What?
If they did, I haven't gotten it.
What are they?
So I get a weekly report.
Okay.
I get a weekly report of
no annual report yet?
I get a weekly report of what's going on, and that's it.
All right. So I figured if you're interested, we could go through my Spotify Wrapped then.
Let's go. Let's get it.
This is going to be all about me. This year, it says, this year you ventured into the genre-verse. You explored 20 different genres. Okay, hold on. So some of the genre names that they came up with are ridiculous. So hip-hop? Like, what the fuck is that? No. Hip-hop, rap, alternative R&B, indie pop, and Quiet Storm was my 5th.
That's that late night.
Genre.
That's that late night, Midnight Marauder type shit.
Yeah.
Quiet Storm, like, like when the DJ on there, like, you are listening to Eddie B. live in tonight. Any thoughts in the area looking?
You are now listening to
WKYZ.
Yep.
It's crazy. Like, I'm looking out the window. I feel like all these neighbors looking at me like, yo, he don't live here.
I can tell from looking in that window.
I can tell, you feel what I'm saying? That I've never seen this man with a microphone in their house.
Calling the cops being like, I see this guy in a house.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like he doesn't belong there. Like, what's he doing?
What make you think that?
I think he's podcasting. Ma'am, we're on our way.
Yeah, I think he's podcasting, bro. We cannot do any more podcasters trying to...
Sir, you're under arrest for BNE and P. Breaking and entering and podcasting.
I know, right?
Oh, man. So it says here that in 2022, my total playtime was 13,472 minutes. That's more than 63% of other listeners in the United States. Because I was like, oh, is that...
Are these numbers real? Or are they making this shit? They can tell you anything, bro.
They could.
They can tell you anything.
All right, ready? So I'm going to say this to you.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me what song comes up. With one song, it was Love at First Listen.
Count me out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, dog. I know my dog. That's my dog.
You played it 65 times.
That's my dog.
The most listens on June 11th, 2022.
Yeah, bro.
65. That was the one I was like, I probably listened to more than that. But
yeah. And I knew it, bro.
Right? That's why I said, I was like, he's going to
That's probably my favorite song of the year.
So look at my top 5 songs. It's all Kendrick.
It's all Kenny, bro.
Count Me Out, N95, Silent Hill, United in Grief, Mr. Morale. Yeah. Which, I mean, this album was like a perfect storm for me because it was like Kendrick coming back. It was like his like therapy session. I had a interesting year myself, and he actually had Eckhart Tolle of all people on there, who like who found
did the little skits and the voices.
Yeah, and I found him in college, and he like his writings helped me out years ago. So when it was like featuring Eckhart Tolle, I was like, wait, what? And then it's like you hear him like Mr. Duckworth, and it's like, what Mr. the fuck? Duckworth? Yeah, it's like, oh my god, that's Eckhart. But yeah, my 100 songs. It's so funny because it's like clear that I listen to albums. Because if I shuffle my 100 songs, you'll get like a bunch of Kendrick, you get a bunch of Freddie Gibbs, you get a bunch of Death Cab, because I listened to their albums. It was like the full time. So my top artist this year was Kendrick. I spent 2,740 minutes listening to Kendrick. I was in the top 0.5% of listeners this year. That album hit me. People were saying it was mediocre, and I was like,
nah, I'm not buying that. It sat with me well.
I don't think so. I fucking love that album.
People say a lot of shit, man, and it's just
people
like,
do just talk, don't they?
People just talk. I feel like it's a lot of just unnecessary hating and shit, but it's all good. It's all good. Like the real always win in the end.
That's
definitely.
Right.
And it's about the music that really sticks with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it might not be the biggest records, quote unquote, but it's just like, bro, like I know, like when I hear "Count Me Out," I get chills. Like I feel it. You feel what I'm saying? I know when I hear "Father Time," I just feel it, bro.
I was just gonna say I was driving home this morning from the airport.
Yeah,
and I was shuffling my top. I was like, what am I gonna listen to? So I shuffled my top 100 songs, and that came on. And I literally said out loud to myself, I can't do this right now. And I just hit next because I was like, I get
too early.
It's too much of an emotional response. Which, like, if I could write a song that people have to pick and choose when they listen to it because it's that powerful, that is such a win.
And that's a goal,
right?
That's a goal, and it's just like even I think on the creator side and the consumer side, it's such a superpower to like. When we're making a song where somebody can really to connect to it, and just like I get messages all the time, and shout out to these folks like, yo, bro, this song really helped me. I was going through a crazy ass breakup, bro. Like every time I hear this song, I feel it in a good and bad way. You feel what I'm saying? I feel it like you was really spitting, like you were talking to me. I felt like, and then as the listener, I have so many songs where just like. I can come to tears listening to the song in a good way or a bad way. It's just so good. So it's just like the fact that music has that ability and artists have that ability to like really pull that out of people is crazy.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's ridiculous.
I love when you count me out.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
Well, like my top artists were number 5 was Benny the Butcher. Number 4 was Death Cab for Cutie. Number 3 was Madlib, and then 2 was Freddie Gibbs, and number 1 was Kendrick Lamar.
Well, that's pretty. I think it's weird that you have Benny the Butcher and Freddie Gibbs in your top 5.
Don't tell either of them.
What?
Dude, I'm so mad that they're like, oh, I wanted that collab album so bad.
Damn to do a collab album, you produce it.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about me producing. I would love, now we're really talking.
How crazy would that be?
But no, I don't want them beefing because it's just stupid. They make such great music together. And it's actually funny because on on Benny the Butcher's top songs, number 2, his number 2 song is the one he did with Freddie Gibbs on his album. And it's like, man, that must be so annoying.
It's so annoying. It's just
or just like I'm getting paid, like whatever, but.
Yeah, I wonder how he look at it, man. I
think if you're getting paid, you're getting paid. Who cares, you know? All right, so I got something that I want to ask you about.
What's up?
SZA.
Love her.
SZA.
Love her.
SZA.
Love her.
SZA is back, ladies and gentlemen. SZA's back. I'm gonna do a little dancey dance. SZA's back.
Back again.
Wait, hold on. How do you get sturdy? How do you do the?
You gotta drop down. Yeah.
I've never done it before.
My sons will get in here and get sturdy real quick.
You gotta get them to teach me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing,
Listen, I feel like we old heads now, bro.
Dude, I think my knees just gave out.
My knees just locked.
Doing the bit. Oh my god! But yeah, so SZA 12/9, which hold on, 12/9. So her first album came out.
That's Friday. That's this Friday.
Oh shit, that is this Friday.
It sure is.
That was this past Friday. Man, what do you think of the?
Oh, they caught me lacking.
No, we're recording a week early, so
nah, but it's all good.
I think we just had a sad weekend of listening to SZA.
Yeah,
but wait,
SZA.
I love SZA. Cannot wait. Wait, but hold on, really quick. 12/9. Her first album came out on my birthday.
Yeah.
6/9. I don't know how many years ago, but they're doing it exactly.
They're doing it like that.
A half. What was it? 2017. 5.5 years? You think she starts her album with 1,755 days? She starts it the same way Kendrick did with the amount of days she's been gone.
By days she's been gone. I don't know, but bro,
I can't wait.
I really love SZA, man. Her style, her vibe. I actually saw her live once at the Fillmore in Philly, and man, she crushed it.
Yeah.
She sang really well, but her vibe is crazy.
You were at that show?
Yeah.
I was at that show.
For real?
Yeah.
This was a couple years ago, right?
In
2017 or something like that?
Yeah. Around that time. Yep, I was at that show. Yep.
Now listen, she said, yeah, I was at the show. I think she was like a little bit sick or like a sore throat or something. And she still just killed it, bro. She crushed it.
She's just...
And what I like about her, and I like this in a handful of great female artists, but what I really love about her is just like, she talks that shit when she sings.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times from females, I don't want to make a crazy hot take, but a lot of times we hear a lot of sugar-coated stuff, and you can hear like, it might be a male wrote it, or it's just very like...
Yeah, that feels like it's changing.
It's very like Mariah Carey, like... when you left, I lost a part. No, she talking like, man, fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, she talking this shit.
Yeah, I'm sleeping with your homeboy.
Yeah, I'm sleeping with your... Like, she talking crazy.
Yeah.
But I fuck with it.
Oh, of course.
I fuck with it. It's just like, bro, she really talking crazy. She got her voice, and I really just love that swagger. Even on the braggadocious side, but also on a vulnerable side of things. She doing her thing.
I am thrilled for this album, and right here I have the track list. If you'd like me to read it really quickly.
Yeah, read that off.
Because we got a few features. So it is a long album, 23 songs, but it looks like there's a couple like singles here. Track 1, SOS. Track 2, Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Track 3, Seek and Destroy. Track 4, Low. Track 5, Love Language.
Mm-hmm.
6, Blind.
Yeah.
Track 7, Used, featuring Don Toliver.
Okay.
And then we got Snooze, Notice Me, Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Track 11 is called Smoking on My X Pack.
That's what we was talking about right there.
Fucking with that one. Yeah, that's talking crazy on the track list.
On the track list, so you know the record's gonna be crazy.
This one's wild. Track 12 is Ghost in the Machine featuring Phoebe Bridgers. That's gonna go crazy. That's wild. Track 13 is FZF. That doesn't mean anything. Does that ring any bells to you? FZF? Does that mean anything?
Maybe, but I don't know if I want to say it on here.
Okay. Track 14, Nobody Gets Me. Track 15, Conceited. And then Special, Too Late, Far. Track 19 is called Shirt.
It's a husky album, goddamn.
Track 20 is called Open Arms featuring Travis Scott.
That's going to be good.
Another collab by them. 21, I Hate You. And then 22 is Good Days. And then this is crazy. Track 23 is called Forgiveness. And it says featuring Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh, that's going to be crazy. So she probably flipped this joint.
I guess they flipped it and just gave him a feature because I don't know how.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's going to be...
I mean, I'm looking forward to that.
That is thrilling to me, reading some of those features. And
I'll actually be, when that album comes out now, I'll be in a good location. So I'll be excited to just take that in and spend some time with it. I'm excited about that.
Friday.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it already came out. Oh, well.
Did y'all like the SZA album is what I want to ask you. Did you like it? Did you love it?
Yeah, if you liked it, hop in the Discord and let us know. Oh, yeah, there's the Hometown Heroes Discord. And if you hear this and know what that means and are interested,
tap in.
Then you tap in.
Yeah, tap in.
So, really quick, I have a great little story here I want to read you about a hockey player and a hot dog. Moosh has no idea what's coming.
A hockey player and a glizzy, I don't know.
I had the trainer get me a hot dog, John Garrett said. Nobody saw you. The only person who knew was the trainer. The best hot dogs in the league, by the way, were at Le Coliseum. Toasted buns and everything. So I'm eating one, and Dan Bouchard was the starting goalie. So he's playing, and the game is going okay. So I figured I'm not going in this one. Some nights, when the other team scores 3 quick ones, you had a hint you might not be going, or you might be going in, so you get rid of the dog. But he lets in 1 goal, and he's ticked off at whoever's on the ice at the time, and he just charged off the ice. Well, I'm sitting there, and I've got the hot dog tucked in my pad. So I've got to go in and I stand up and put my mask on. I can't reach down and dig the dog out of my pads. People are looking at me. So I go out there and finish the game. So this guy's a backup goalie and he's like, all right, I'm not going in. Let me grab this hot dog. So he had it in his pad like to eat it in a minute. And then they're like, all right, you're going in. And he's like, now everyone's looking at me. I can't take it out of my pad. They're going to be like, why did he have a hot dog in his pad?
Why did he have a hot dog in his pad?
So he said, I go out there and finish the game. I had to fall down a couple of times and mustard and ketchup was flying. I had to tighten the straps on my pad so the dog doesn't come out. The trainer's just killing himself laughing. I love that story so much.
That's a great story. That's a great one.
I just love the idea of like, all right, yeah, I'm good. Like, because you know,
you're chilling.
You've been there, like, all right, I got a few minutes. I can do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I got time for a snack.
It's nothing like that panic that you can't prepare for. When you really just like scrambling, like shit like that, about to like miss a flight. When you scrambling, like it's crazy. You can't prepare for it.
Well, when we go on tour, I'm gonna be before we go on stage. I'm gonna be telling you crazy shit or just being like giving you something to deal with.
Yeah, it's always like that, bro. Shout out my DJ too. So my DJ Bear One, yo, he always did that to me. Like right before we go on, he'd be like, I'll be right back. I'll be like, yo, killing me, dog.
That's good.
I'll be right back, bro. Like we about to go on like real big shows, like about to, got a good slot performing at this festival used to be in Jersey called Bamboozle.
Oh my God.
It's just like, yo, bro, we about to go on. Say our set time is 6:50, like 6:48, but yo, right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be like, you killing me, dog. Like, you really killing me. Just like,
I love that.
That anxiousness, that anxiety that goes through you at that moment, like,
when you want to murder someone.
And then, like, at the very last second, he up there. You be like, oh my, this is crazy, bro. The relief is unreal. Dude,
yeah. Have you had any moments on stage where you, like, everything was almost didn't work at all? But then it was fine?
A lot. Just like I've had mics go out when my verse about to come up. Literally last second, get tossed to spare. You catch it right in the front of your verse.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, man. Like I've ripped my pants one time on stage.
Nuh-uh, really?
That was crazy. I had to dip right off.
God, well, come on.
Just like some old rotten jeans. Like
don't say you were wearing old rotten jeans.
Just like some tour jeans. Like just like some tour jeans. Like that already got rips in them.
You know, like I was wearing a barrel and suspenders and I was up on stage.
Nah, look, I was in Houston, Texas. I forgot the venue. It wasn't Warehouse, but it was another notable venue in Houston, Texas. Had the show, was rocking. And like, you know how like you have a couple pair of jeans, you might have your good ones, and then like some ones that's kind of just like, they're kind of dick.
Yeah.
These were kind of dick, but I'm just like, they're tour jeans, so like I can really get loose in them on stage.
Yep.
So we doing a set or whatever. I do like a jump or a move, them shits rip. I was assed out. Literally, like I was assed out. So like I had to put like a little finesse, put my hand on my cheek, cover my shit, slid to the side. My tour manager at the time ran and got me some sweatpants, and I finished a set like that. But it's
Pull the sweatpants up.
Yeah, pull the sweatpants on just and finish your set.
God.
But it's just like, those are one of those things you only really react in the moment. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, if you're listening to this and you were at the Moosh and Twist show in Houston, Texas, and whatever, ever, please send us photos.
Right.
I want to see what pants he's wearing in the photo, and then we'll know when in the set the photo was taken. Dude, I love that so much.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the live event stuff always terrified me because it was so like, all right, here we go. It was like if something went wrong, it was like, well, everyone's looking at you. What's up? Like when I ran live sound for even just the open mic and shit would go wrong, like that was just a coffee shop of people and an open mic where you're expected to make mistakes.
You expect it to.
There's like some feedback or whatever's going on. You can't hear the person on stage because they're playing an acoustic guitar with their fingertips and they're singing like, and then the mic's like feeding back and they're all looking at you and I'm like, you're trying to, so it's just like, I love the studio because if something's fucked up, I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. Let's do it again. Like,
yeah, we can troubleshoot it. But you know, I've been in so many cities. I fell on stage. I've tripped. Stuff like that. It's just like, bro, fuck it, man. It is what it is.
It is fun though. It's a lot of fun.
I was talking to one of my homies via text today, man. He had a show yesterday. I wasn't able to make it, but he just said it was awesome. And just like, that's one of those things as us as artists where like, we can really understand like that feeling on stage playing live. It's a kind of like, you got to be there type shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like, you got to be up there hearing the music, seeing people rock, just having, whether it's a bunch of people or not many people at all. It's just dope. So, like, I definitely felt that, like, new crowd. He said they were interacting with him and kind of talking back and doing this thing. So,
love that.
I appreciated that. I'm like, bro, I definitely been there just, like,
nervous.
So, I'm excited. We better get back on that road soon, though. You already know.
Yeah, we need to.
You already know.
We got all these new songs to
It's a lot brewing up right now.
I guess
a lot brewing up.
We should talk about we put out a Christmas song.
We did put out a Christmas song.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. It's
of course. No, I've been threatening to do a Christmas song for so long that it's just
and you definitely pushed me, and I was excited, like, because I always wanted to do a Christmas song, but I wanted it to be hot. Yep. It's kind of like a weird annotation with like Christmas songs that like you got to do some. All I want for Christmas is you.
And that's even like a beat. Like I think people think of Christmas songs and they think of like Starry Night. Like I was just, when we were picking up the salads, I was in there and it was the slowest Christmas song. And it was like, and it's good music or whatever, but it's just, it's very slow and like not dreary, but like almost dreary. Like,
right.
But yeah, like I'm glad that we were able to do our, like, because why do Christmas songs have to be like that? Christmas is like
whatever
fun. It can, or
it's very fun, and I think we got another one coming out too. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, this is the first time anyone, if you're hearing this, then you're the first person that knows about this. We're putting out another Christmas song.
Another Christmas song
year.
It's gonna be dope.
Actually, I guess it'll be this. Should we say the date?
It's coming up on the 16th, right?
It'll be this Friday if you're hearing this on.
If you're hearing this, it'll be this Friday, so be on the lookout. It's gonna be dope, and it was just dope to really hop in a Christmas bag and do our thing.
It was so fun to really just like what I learned. The biggest thing I learned doing the Christmas songs was that if you add jingle bells to nice sounding chords and piano stuff, it'll make almost anything sound like Christmas. But it was cool that we were able to like I love what you did for the kids, because
thank you.
It's not like when we were starting to write these and I was doing the beats for them. It was like, first of all, it was a couple months ago, but it was also like, so it was tough to be I wasn't really in the Christmas like spirit, so to speak. But then it was like tough to imagine like, all right, what's the song going to be called? Like Under the Mistletoe, like, the Gifts by the Tree. Like I was trying to think of stuff like that. And then when you wrote like For the Kids.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it is a theme of Christmas. That is something that is important to how my family does Christmas.
Right.
So it was so cool how it's like in the universe of Christmas, in the
whole Christmas universe.
The whole universe of Christmas is in your hands. Yeah. No, but it was just cool. I love that interpretation of it. And I think the next one's a cool one too.
Nah, yeah, it definitely is, man. And I'm just excited to really I feel like this year we really dove in on the themes that we tried to anything that we thought about, we really dove in and tried, let's execute this. What does this look like? So like Christmas records, we made Christmas songs that like not only for our business opportunities, but just like shit that's important to us. Like for the kids, I thought about my children. I thought about being a kid, going to my grandmother's house. I thought about my cousins, my siblings. So like you hear about just different family traditions that we have. So even to bring that to life, put that on a record, and have it be dope, we've got nothing but positive feedback. So that's definitely been a plus. And it didn't sound forced. We were just sliding on it, like I always say, bro.
That was the best part of it, I think, was that it felt so natural when it was like, let's do some Christmas songs. Yeah. I didn't have to be like, okay, how do I want to do that? Like, I just was like, all right. I listed a few adjectives that remind me of Christmas in my head, and then I was like, all right, and I know some chords that'll get me there. And then that was that. And yeah, man, I'm really happy with how it came out for the kids. Out now. The next one, should we say the title too?
Yeah, go ahead, give it to him.
Can I?
Can I? Question mark? Can I?
Can I? I don't know. Are we doing it with a question mark?
I don't know. That's a good question.
All right, you'll find out on Friday when you
find out. But the song is called "Can I."
The song is called "Can I." So I got one more little funny thing to talk about, and then maybe we can wrap up with Well, we don't have sponsors, but I'll explain that, and then we can end with a Moosh's final thought.
All right, for sure.
We're about there. So I saw this on Twitter. It says ASAP Rocky voiced a car horn in the NFS Unbound game. Need for Speed.
Yeah.
Unbound. So did you hear this? Did you see this?
I didn't.
You seen this? You hear about this? All right, hold on. Let me pull it up to the mic here. Check this shit out.
Beep beep. Beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep.
So that's
him for real?
That's him, and that's just one of the horns that you can get in the game.
Wow.
So I just love that that's an option. They were just like, hey, just come in and say beep like twice.
Yeah. and come pick up your bread. That's it.
So, hey, Need for Speed, if you need any more horn. Actually, do you want to give us some beeps for them to use?
Yeah. I'll do a couple different, like, let me see. Let me get a good beep. I'll do like
beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep. It's like, nah.
Yeah, all right. Come on. Let's get one more because I'm going to put it in my Rocket League car.
Are you ready? Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Yep. And now also we can do the Roadrunner too.
That'd be good.
Look at how young they are in this movie.
I know, man.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, brother.
But yeah, so we're about at the end of Hometown Heroes episode 4, and I figure I would explain. We don't have any more sponsorships this week, and we're going through a little bit of a tiff with. Dude, I might just start. Should I just do it? Fuck it. We're going through a little bit of a spat with Double D. I'm just going to start calling him that because if he wants to fill it up every time it comes to like payment for ads and stuff like that, like
listen, whatever they want to do, we can do it. But
we have millions of listeners.
Yeah.
I'm not here to play around about my bag when it comes to sponsorships.
Not at all.
Millions of listeners. And Diaper Dan, Double D, just call him Double D. If you hear this, call him Double D. No respect for any kind of like anything. You're like, nah, well, you call me Double D and you didn't say it's just like, dude, you make it up crazy. Every time. You don't even say the promo code. We got the address wrong. It's always something with him. So
yeah.
Anyway, don't go to Diaper Dan's at the
corner. We off that this week. We off that this week.
We're off that. So no more Diaper Dan's. So yeah, that is a great transition to what I want to say next. If you are a business and you are hearing this and you're interested in sponsoring the podcast, please reach out to us via. We don't have an email.
We need an email. We need an email.
Reach out to us. You hit the phone. Still no more messages have come through the phone, but I have a feeling
I think we'll have one
soon. Yeah, I have a feeling.
I feel some haters coming later this week, so
we're gonna get some attention. Now that we've been posted to the New York Times, I think we're gonna get some more attention. So,
well, that's good, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was a good one. Yeah. Final thoughts.
Moosh's final thought.
I would just say if you haven't, go listen to For the Kids. We got a new joint coming out. It's called Can I? Yeah. Fuck with SZA's new album. That should be dope.
SOS.
That's what it's called. That's gonna be exciting.
Yep.
And that's it, man.
And
live from the Honeycomb Hideout.
Live from the Honeycomb Hideout. Wave Mage.
Moosh Money.
Goodbye.
That's where the music gonna hit right there.
Right there. Bye. Say bye, Chelsea. Oh, now you got nothing to say. Now you got nothing to say. Okay.